Do you ever wonder why some people can stay calm even in chaos, while others crumble at the smallest difficulty? Why one mind becomes a source of strength, while another becomes a prison? Swami Vivekananda once said, "The mind is both your best friend and your worst enemy." The one who learns to master the mind, masters life itself, and the science of that mastery is what he called Raj Yoga, the royal path. But before we dive into techniques, let's begin with a story. When Vivekananda was a young monk, he struggled with restlessness. His mind would race from one thought to another. Even in meditation, he would find himself distracted by memories, ambitions, and worries about the future. One evening, after a long day of wandering and hunger, he sat under a tree in deep despair. "Why is my mind so uncontrollable?" he asked himself. That's when he remembered the words of his guru, Sri Ramakrishna. "If you want to see God, you must make your mind one-pointed, as the flame of a lamp that does not flicker in the wind." That night something changed. Vivekananda made a decision. He would no longer be the slave of his mind. He would learn to rule it. And thus began his journey into Raj Yoga, the science of the mind, the path of kings, because it leads you to mastery over the kingdom within. Raj Yoga doesn't ask you to run away from the world. It asks you to master yourself while living in the world. It doesn't ask for blind belief. It's a scientific process. Vivekananda said, each soul is divine, and the goal is to manifest this divinity by controlling nature, external and internal. So how do you control the internal nature, the mind? That's what we'll explore today. Imagine a wild horse running in every direction. That's your mind, untrained, powerful, and chaotic. Raj Yoga doesn't suppress it, it tames it. Vivekananda used to say, the mind is like a lake. When the water is still, you can see your true reflection. But when it's disturbed, the reflection is broken. Our thoughts are like ripples on that lake. Every desire, every fear, every worry disturbs the surface. So the first step in Raj Yoga is stilling the waves of the mind. In Sanskrit, this is called Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is the cessation of the modifications of the mind. When the waves stop, the light of the self shines clearly. That's when you discover peace, not as a mood, but as your nature. The four pillars of Raj Yoga. Vivekananda didn't present Raj Yoga as a set of beliefs. He presented it as a step-by-step system anyone can follow. He spoke of 4 key stages which together create mental mastery. Let's go through each one in simple modern terms. 1. Discipline of the body. The gate of energy. Vivekananda taught that a strong mind needs a strong vessel. He said, "You will be nearer to heaven through football than through the study of the Gita." He wasn't joking. He meant discipline comes before devotion. The body must obey you. Because if the body dominates, meditation becomes impossible. Through posture, breath, and daily habits, we bring order to the physical self. This is not about gym fitness, it's about awareness in movement. Every stretch, every breath trains the mind to stay present. Start with 5 minutes each morning. Sit still, spine straight, shoulders relaxed. Observe your breath as it flows naturally. Do not force, do not control. Just watch. This single act begins to reverse the pattern of distraction. 2. Control of the breath. Vivekananda said, the mind and prana, life force, are intertwined. Control one, and you control the other. When you are angry, notice how your breath changes, fast and shallow. When you're peaceful, it becomes deep and slow. The secret is, the reverse is also true. If you control your breath, you can change your state of mind. This is why pranayama, conscious breathing, is central to Raj Yoga. Start small. Breathe in deeply through the nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Do this 10 times daily. Within weeks, you'll notice that your mind becomes quieter, your focus sharper, and your emotions more stable. Because now, you're driving the car, not the car driving you. 3. Concentration. The royal secret here lies the real magic of Raj Yoga. Vivekananda said, the very essence of education is concentration. The greater the concentration, the greater the knowledge. Concentration is not forcing your mind, it's training your attention to stay where you want it. Think of your attention like sunlight. Scattered, it warms. Focused through a lens, it burns. The mind that can concentrate on one thing becomes a laser. That's when ordinary people become geniuses, and spiritual seekers become sages. How do you train it? Take one simple object, A mantra, a sound, a flame, or your own breath. Gently focus on it. When the mind wanders, bring it back, without anger, without guilt. Every return is a victory. Every distraction is just another rep in the gym of awareness. With time, your attention becomes unbreakable. You become the master of your thoughts, not their victim. 4. Meditation. The crown of Raj Yoga Vivekananda called meditation the culmination of all effort. When you've purified your body, calmed your breath, and trained your mind, meditation happens naturally. You don't do meditation. You simply allow yourself to be absorbed in the silence within. He said, meditation is the focusing of the mind on the divine. When the mind is perfectly still, you will know who you are. At that stage, you no longer think about peace, you become peace. You no longer seek the divine, you realize you are one with it. This is mental mastery. Not by suppression, but by transcendence. Most people fail not because they are distracted, but because they identify with their thoughts. When anger arises, they say, I am angry. When fear arises, they say, I am afraid. Vivekananda taught, you are not the waves, you are the ocean. Your thoughts are passing clouds. You are the sky that remains untouched. The moment you remember this, you gain freedom from the mind. Modern neuroscience now confirms what Vivekananda said 130 years ago. Meditation rewires the brain. It increases gray matter in areas responsible for attention, emotional control, and compassion. When you practice Raj Yoga regularly, you're literally reshaping your brain to stay calm under pressure. That's why Vivekananda called it the science of the mind. Because it's not about faith, it's about experience. So how do you know you're evolving on this path? You react less to external situations. Your mind becomes quieter, faster. You start enjoying solitude. Your intuition strengthens. You feel a sense of inner stability, no matter what happens outside. Vivekananda said, the test of progress is the inner peace that comes when nothing external can disturb you. That peace is the sign of mastery. But beware. Vivekananda warned against spiritual pride. He said, the moment you think you are spiritual, you are farthest from spirituality. True mastery is humble. The more silent your mind becomes, the more you see the same divinity in all beings. That's when compassion blossoms. That's when fear dissolves. The word yoga means union, merging the individual self with the universal consciousness. Raj Yoga takes you from, I am this body and mind, to I am the infinite consciousness that witnesses them. That realization is liberation. That is freedom. You no longer live in constant reaction. You act from wisdom. You no longer chase happiness. You radiate it. And that's why Vivekananda called it the royal path. Because the one who conquers his mind becomes king of his destiny. To bring Raj Yoga into your life, start with this 15-minute morning routine. Sit still for 3 minutes, spine straight, eyes closed. Watch your breath. Do not control it. Do 10 deep mindful breaths. Inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6. Repeat a mantra, silently, Om or I am peace. Focus on sound. End with 1 minute of gratitude. Visualize golden light in your heart. Do this daily for 21 days. It will transform your energy and focus more than any book. Because real spirituality is not escape, it's empowered living. Once a student asked Vivekananda, Swamiji, what happens when we master the mind? He smiled and said, you become fearless, you become free, you become divine. That is Raj Yoga. Not religion, not ritual, but the royal science of self-realization. And it begins the moment you stop being a slave to your thoughts and choose to become their master. So the next time your mind runs wild, don't fight it, don't fear it, just watch it and smile. Because you are not the mind, you are the witness behind it. And when you realize that, you are already free. Now I want you to pause for a moment. What did this message awaken in you? Did you feel even a glimpse of that inner stillness we spoke about today? If yes, write one word in the comments, awakened. Because that single word is your declaration, that you are no longer a slave to your mind. And if you believe the world needs more peace, more courage, and more awareness, then join this journey by subscribing to Awaken with Swami Vivekananda. Together, let's bring back the spirit of fearlessness that Swamiji envisioned. Remember, the royal path isn't outside you, it's within you. And every day you walk it, you rise higher.